What's going on, everybody? Mqzuba here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a Esper Humans deck for standard best of 1. So this deck is built around 2 key cards, the first of which being Hero of Precinct 1. This card reads, whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 1/1 white human creature token. You all are probably familiar with it by now, it's been standard for a long time. So along with this, we're playing a wide variety of multicolored cards. The other incentive to play into humans is Kudro, it's the human lord that we got in Ikoria. It's your human lord with a pretty good ETB effect. So we'll get into the Espery multicolored stuff that we run due to hero. We run 2 Dovin's Vetoes, great counterspell, hold it up in pretty much every match that is an aggro. 4 dire tactics, sorry, it's really hard to see with the new arena layout. Basically, excellent removal. If we don't have humans, we can get punished for running it though, but you know, it's on theme, multicolored Espery stuff. 2 Generals Enforcer, good stat line for what we're paying. Makes our General Kudro and our Etris indestructible, and it's pretty okay mana sink in the late game. Exiles the graveyard, creates just some tokens. 2 Thought Erasure, hit the hand, early game play isn't too bad. Tyrant Scorn, more early removal in case we need it, and you can save like an Elite Guard Mage to recast it to get more value a turn later. Obviously, the 3 Kudro we don't want to run 4 because it is legendary. The 1 Deputy of Detention, kind of wish this card was a human. It is more versatile removal, and if we can protect it with like a Dovin's Veto or stuff like that, then we're in a great spot. Mortify, instant speed removal. Oath of Kaya, deal some damage, gain some life, spawn some 1/1s. Atris, quote unquote, draw some cards, basically just gets you value whenever it enters the battlefield, and it's a human. Same for Elite Guard Mage, stay alive against aggro, gain some life, draw some cards. 2 ECD. This is one of the only other non-multicolored card in the deck. Versatile removal. It is more exile for bigger things like Planeswalkers, and it gets us back a lot of these cards which have really good ETB effects, like Deputy of Detention, General Kudro if we need something exiled, draws more cards here. And 1 time wipe, because sometimes we do need to play the role of the control deck. And let's say we time wipe, bounce a hero, and then we wipe our board, but we have a General's Enforcer, a Kudro, and an Atris, then these 2 stay alive. So it can be quote unquote one-sided board wipe. And yeah, lands are various Espery stuff. One thing I do want to point out is that Castle Ardenvale does create humans, which with Kudro are 2/2s, so that's a pretty relevant thing in this deck. So yeah, everybody, deck list will be in the description down below, and let's get into some games. Alright, well, hand seems pretty good. We have the hero into removal, into Guard Mage, Veto, we don't know what we're playing against, but Veto should be, If we don't know what we're playing against, I don't know if we want to Veto right off the bat. Get the tap Black Source out of the way. Okay, so I'm immediately going to assume Mardu Inoda, which this exiles, so either Mardu Inoda or Mono White Aggro. Mardu Inoda. Okay, well, teching Shadow Spear. You'll love to see it. Alright, time wipe. Let's attack. Swing in, sure. And we don't need more land. We are right on track. Hold up the dire tactics. Threaten to play the Guard Mage next turn. Or threaten. Well, Guard Mage for next turn. Removal. Oh, Dog Tribal, okay. Let's see if he wants to attack in with the Savior. He does. So we dire tactics the pack leader. See, he can sack the Savior, but it doesn't matter because this is an exile effect. So pretty dope showing of dire tactics. And because the dog attacked, we trade it for the 1/1. Value. Okay. Let's attack with the hero. And go for the Guard Mage. This still might be a Mardu Inoda sort of list. Thought Erasure. Sure. Opponent got a handful of goodies that we can take out. Storm's Wrath, okay. Weird creature deck that plays sweepers. Couldn't be me. Let's see what you got. Okay. What does this do? Does X damage to player. Okay, let's drop off the Bolt Hound. Guard Mage seems good. And play out more tap lands. Goes for the Savior. Suits it up with a Shadow Spear. Sure. Let's go for the Guard Mage. That awesome mid-range threat. Cool. Shock in for the Scorn. And get rid of the Savior instant speed. Alright. Sure. Let's be mana efficient. Destroy target creature. Blow up the Savior. Perforce's Intervention can take out my Guard Mage should he so choose, or it can spawn a bunch of 1/1 elementals. But we always have the Time Wipe to fall back on. Okay, ECD with no target. Do I get it ticking? The opponent could have a number of things that I might want to answer. Let's pass. If he commits to the board further, I can Time Wipe. But he might, he could have, intervention for 1, it deals 2 damage. I'm not used to playing around a Perforce's Intervention. It is sorcery speed, sorry. Not a very common card. Alright. Watchdog hits, that's fine. And we are flooding a little bit. Can just go for the Time Wipe to make sure we have a playable next turn. I think we do that. Just play our mana efficiently. Bounce the Guard Mage. Yeah. It gets indestructible, but it's fine. We have to play our cards out. We can't just hold them forever. And that was the 1 copy of Time Wipe, but I don't see our opponent swarming the board with Dog Tribal. Okay, 4th Selfless Savior. That's a little bit awkward. Lifelink is good. Okay, Oath of Kaya. Let's go for the Guard Mage first. Draw a card, gain some life. More land. Go for the Oath. Ping the Watchdog. He's going to sacrifice the Savior, but we still gain the life and it still deals the damage. I don't think we've missed a land drop this entire game. We have drawn a lot of land. Okay. Watchdog will hit for 3. Embercleave. Alright, well, we're going to take 8, but we have plenty of life. And we can ECD the Embercleave. No shortage of land. I mean, if we're not blocking with the Guard Mage, you might as well attack with it. I've hit every single land drop. No doubt. Ooh, Broodmoth, okay. Another good target for ECD. I mean, we have the answers, we've just been flooding a little bit. Alright. Go for what, my 3rd Guard Mage this game? Yep. Draw the ECD. Love to see it. And this is where we start coming back into the game. And now we hold that one back to threaten to double block the Alpine Watchdog. Because this is sorcery speed, as I have just learned. Didn't mean to put that stop. He is under ECD tax too, so this costs 2 more mana. Nothing. Fourth guard mage for us. This game's been kind of weird like that. Do I go for the hero? I think I just go for the guard mage. Like, get more cards, right? Gain some life, draw some cards. Mortify, sure. Let's attack in. Go for another guard mage. We have the entire squad on the field right now. This can blow up the watchdog if we need it to. And we have another hero coming back. Passage, sure. Nothing from the opponent. Let's crack the passage, thin the deck. And I mean, I don't think it really matters what land we get. We have all our colors and plenty of them. More land. Get back. Big hero. Swing in with the Air Force. We will wear him down eventually. Play the tapped land, and we can't hold up the Mortify. He can Perforos his Intervention to take out my hero. Sure. But I will Mortify in response to get the 1/1. And I mean, we're officially on empty. Also, this doubles damage. He didn't have to put that much mana into it. Attacking with the squad. See what you're working with. Oof. Big flood for the opponent. I mean, to be fair, we have drawn our share of land in this game as well. Does your last card matter? And it does not. Mana shall value him. Alright, no blue mana, but I think we still keep this. We have a pretty good curve of hero into Kudro, or something along those lines. I mean, we have one uncastable, but we can scry for the blue mana. I don't think I can pass up a hero Kudro opener, especially on the play. And that's the blue mana. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Any other land I don't think we would have kept. Opponent on the tapped Temple of Mystery. Let's go for the hero. If this is Simic Flash, hero can pose a problem because of just casting the cards creates 1/1s. Check that sweet, sweet Egyptian Amonkhet music. Okay, teamer, so maybe adventures. And we'll play Kudro now because it buffs the priest. Opt, unsummon. Those are like the main interactive spells that I think he might have. Sailor, okay. Attacking with the hero. So this looks like Teamer Flash. Being on the play seemed like really relevant here. And the 1/1s being 2/2s, again, is a pretty big deal. What do you go for? I mean, he has to deal with the Lord, but he also has to deal with the hero, so it's kind of awkward. Tax him the Sailor. That's aggressive. Okay. So I need double black to be able to double spell here. So I think I'm going to, well, we'll shock in right away. Regardless, I'm probably going to cast the Enforcer and hold up the Tyrant Scorn. It might have been correct to play this pre-combat. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, let's go for the Enforcer. And pass the turn. I can always... Oh, I like holding up the Tyrant Scorn, and I can always Kudro next turn. Hero is also keeping the pressure on. And this board of unimpressive 1/1s becomes a lot more impressive once we hit... Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I Scorn here. Target the Sailor, it makes me another 1/1, and I won't have Summoning Sickness. The opponent missed a land drop, so we're starting to gain that mana advantage. Okay. Go for the Kudro. And the Kudro's ability can come into play if the opponent ends up having something with power 4 greater, which I don't see as very likely. But I mean, yeah, I guess we'll hold it up. Opponent can what? Bounce the Kudro? It significantly reduces the power in play. Would that have been lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it wouldn't have been lethal, but it yeah, it would have been close. Okay, so if I Kudro and he has a Mystic, I'm in a worse spot. So I think I just attack and press for lethal. Like, let's say he does have an Ambusher, he still takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the way there. Which might end up being good enough, because we can Deputy of Detention and Kudro and it takes this whole turn. So we'll see. Yep. I thought that might be the case. Alright, opponent goes down to 1. We can Kudro here, and I can blow this up, but I think I make him try to deal with my Deputy. And that's it. Could have killed that regardless, and if even one of these things connect, I have lethal. Alright. No Kudro and no Hero, but I think we still keep. We have a nice 2, 3, 4. Although the Dire Tactics does punish us a little bit. We are on the draw, so it isn't as bad. Let's get a Hollowed Fountain down. We can have both our colors open on 2. Celestia. Definitely Celestia. Okay. Maybe some sort of aggro pile. Sure, let's get the Enforcer down. Dark Tactics can deal with the Hollow Blade, but I like my chances. Well, here if it exiles, I don't take... Well, it's equal to his toughness, it would cost me 1 life to exile this. But I like having some battlefield presence, and being able to have this open for less... well, creatures with greater toughness. Stezin Champion, that's a good one. And we can't be having that. So let's Oath of Kaya. And I'm not gonna block the Hollow Blade, and he knows that. Because I didn't do it last turn, so let's get in there. We have 6 life in the bank, plenty of removal, so I'm feeling pretty good about where we are. Second champion, sure. Still holding priority with Hollow Blade's ability. Let's go for the Scorn, destroy target creature with CMC 3 or less. Opponent not holding up or doesn't have mana to hold up for protective stuff like God's Willing. Shock in the land to hold open the Dire Tactics. And you know what? I think I try to make them discard a card here. So I block with the Enforcer, and if they discard with the Hollow Blade, I Dire Tactics. Trying to outvalue the opponent here. Third Citizen Champion. Okay. Yeah, opponent goes for the Hollow Blade. Nope. Pass to blockers. So I block. I think he'll discard. Yep. So he discards Sentinel's Eyes. And we go for the Exile. Opponent essentially just going neg one card. Now you like that play? Come on, that was pretty sweet. Okay. Let's Mortify, we don't want him to untap. And have Protective Counter Magic, or not Protective Counter Magic, just Protective Magic. And we'll get in there. We can outvalue him as long as he doesn't stick a Citizen Champion. And me drawing planar removal pretty much wraps this game up. Alright, finally playing against someone in numbers. Pretty good hand. So let's keep this up. Temple, 4th land, and it comes into play untapped, seems good. Cujo on 3 is a little bit awkward because it doesn't buff anything, but it's alright. Thought Erasure. Ooh boy, is this are these some cards, eh? Veto counters this part of the Fae, or the Borrower. Patrice gets him more cards. Uro ramps him, gains him more life. I think the Uro's sort of whatever. Let's get rid of the Borrower. It's so tempo friendly. Like playing Cujo, it gets bounced. It's just such a good turn 2 for him. This also exiles Uro, so I mean I can hold it. Which I don't hate doing. Do I play a turn off curve to exile Uro? I think I do. As awkward as it is, I mean we can hold up Veto, so it isn't horrible. I think he'll play the Uro. Yep. There are a few things that punish me for it. Well, now it's a bit awkward because he can grant it on 4. We can always just take what he grants for. Go for the Kudro. Get rid of the Titan. Play out the land. I could have also gone for a Triss on 4, and then on 5 gone for the Cujo and something else. So this is some sort of like weird Sultai mid-range deck against my weird Esper mid-range deck. I'm pretty sure his will be able to gain more value than mine in the long term though. Okay. And we are on the Amonkhet board again. Ooh, that's a problem. That is a problem. This exiles target creature. Alright, goes for the tomb. The tomb, sorry. Doesn't attack? He thinks I'll trade? I'm not taking that trade, buddy. Eliminate, yep. Not too much I can do about that. Let's crack the passage. Get another land. I guess double black. Go for the Atrice. Nissa is a huge problem. Let's choose this. Might just be one land. Okay, yeah, we didn't need more lands. We have plenty of those. Our best bet was vetoing the Nissa, and if we managed to do that, we'd be in a much better spot. I don't think I played this right. I think I should have played more mana efficiently and not gone for the Cujo exactly on 3 and gone for it when Uro was more of a threat. Not a fan of that play pattern. Okay, well, bounces my Atrice, which is an interesting play because, yes, it gives me a lot of, like, it gives me a lot of value, so... How much mana am I gonna have? 6? He goes for his Atrice. Okay, let's see what you got. Let's do this. He might actually take the land though. In which case, I mean, I don't think it really matters. Let's offer him the breeding pool. He might just take it to be able to hit his land drop. Gust doesn't really do anything against us. Yeah, it just goes to the breeding pool. I thought he might. Shocks it in. And he goes for an Uro, so Nissa really just being a huge problem for us to deal with. Oh. Let's go for the Oath. On that. And pass the turn. Should have played a tap land. Super awkward to deal with Anissa. If you're facing a lot of it, you can pull up with D-Spark. D-Spark is a really good answer to Nissa. Oh boy. Cards in grave 7. This hits me for 9. Yep. It's painful. Goes for... If he goes for Granted, I'll veto. Man, having this veto and him resolving a Nissa is just a huge feels bad. Crisis. Alright. Not a great feeling either, I'm not gonna lie. Let's take that out. Take some damage. Guard Mage. Yeah, we just die. Okay, on the drop, hero into enforcer. Sure, we have a time wipe that we can build up to. No blue mana. Oh, there's the blue mana. Alright. Are we going to be too slow? And if we are, can time wipe bring us back home? Being on the draw, it makes me slightly nervous. Let's go for the hero. Kind of the point of the deck. Yorvo. Okay. That is a tempting block to make. No. Not taking it. I will not fall for your trickery. Let's oath the scavenging ooze while it's still targetable. No attacks. See, these cards don't have trample, so infinitely blocking them with heroes seems pretty good. Uh-huh. Yep, free block. Guard mage. So the question is, do I want 2 1/1s or do I want life and cards? I think I want to see what he's cooking with in his hand. Ooh, okay. A lot of protection from multicolored, which happens to be like our entire deck, so let's get rid of that. Keep a land. And go for the Enforcer. I am worried about Stonecoil Serpent. This is our main way of killing it. And I mean, we can mass block it with Hero of the Precinct 1 tokens, but that's not exactly great. So I think my best bet is just... yeah. Trying to hold out on casting my spells. Okay, yeah, let's go for the Guard Mage. Gain some life, draw some cards. Guard Mage into Guard Mage, sure. No attacks. Alright. What's the play? Is it big? If it's big Stonecoil Serpent, then I feel very good about shattering. Okay. Block. Well, actually, no. Block. Block. And I think I'd rather keep the hero. So we block here. I already have a Guard Mage, and both these cards get me value. Bounce my hero. Wipe the board. Whew. Okay. And we get it. Survive until a big time wipe and get ready to outvalue him at the end. Alright. Let's go. Opponent is on Yorion. Top of the leaderboards. We're going to be in for a long match. Alright, Mardu Yorion. Is this a brew? Fetch planes. We can show him our Esperness. I don't mind. Shove my hero in a box, sure. Let's go for the Enforcer. Card gets a lot worse if we don't actually have any legendaries. Alright, Fenlurker. Don't need a time wipe in this matchup. Opponent hits third land. We hit the fourth one, which is good. But it is tapped. I'll bottom of fifth for now. And I mean, sure, let's play second General's Enforcer, keep the pressure on. Basilica Bellhaunt, okay. Opponent on that discard plan. I think this is just Orzhov Yorion with Mardu cards. Let's go for the Guard Mage. Hold the land because he might make me discard. And I'd rather be discarding a Godless Shrine than a piece of action. What is the attack? If he attacks with a Bellhaunt, I will mass block. I don't see a reason not to completely block. If he has removal, like a Heartless Act, then yeah. Wrath here. ECD, yeah, that's fine. Enforcer can eat whatever ECD targets. But we don't need to do that right this second. He hasn't board wiped me yet, so he might be slow rolling it. Either that or he doesn't have it. And our plan is on the battlefield. Board wipe here and we probably just lose the game. Shuxin, Doom. Alright. Rat. No value from the rat. Solve. I'll get rid of an enforcer. That's fine. Draw deputy. Okay. Deputy can take Doom Foretold. Let's attack with the enforcer. And I think on target, we make another 1/1, and I think we hold the deputy. Make him sacrifice. Yep, just the rat. What do you target? Bellhaunt. Let's exile it in response. A little bit of an expensive exile target card, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And the opponent is running a little low on resources. Fan Lurker, hit the hand, that's fine. And the blessing to gas right back up. Opponent drawing that off the top is super good. Feels really bad for us. And I think we get rid of the hero here. We want to be able to have something to do with our mana in the form of the enforcer. Let's get in there. Opponent takes the hit. Play out the land. There's no reason not to. Gets rid of the blessing. Opponent really had that nut draw. Okay. No attacks. Sure. And a simulacrum. Okay, we need like a Latrice. Buys the Yorion. And Scries. Opponent loves picking, like, this Orzhov Yorion deck loves picking on aggressive-ish mid-range decks like mine. I could have made a 1/1, but I think, yeah, finding cards to play is just a lot better. And Veto's a good one. No attacks. Opponent will give up a Fenlurker. Oath of Kaya, no thank you. We will veto that. He can blink the Fenlurker to reset it. Or to like exile my hand, plus it's more sack fodder for the Doom Foretold. And I mean, we have ways of drawing cards, right? We got stuff, but the opponent has better stuff, let me tell you. And drawing all the generals and enforcers, or most of them at least. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Wasn't ideal in this matchup. Only blinks the Simulacrum for a land. It's not the best blink, but it's something. Yep. Play this tapped. Opponent probably sacks a Simulacrum here. Yep. We don't want to have to discard this to the Doom Foretold. So we just play it out. Attacks with both. No blocks. If he starts pumping the Fenlurker, we're happy. Bellhaunt. Sure. Uh-huh. Guard Mage, not bad. Nice little 2-for-1. What's he holding up? Castle, Fenlicker Pump. Card, just a land. Sure, we'll play it. We need to start drawing our ECDs. Drawing Time Wipe wouldn't be bad either. Bounce my Guard Mage, wipe his board. I have ways of getting back into this. Alright. But if I start drawing heroes late game, it's just so bad. Yeah, Casket. Okay. Let's trade off for this knight. And we are taking some damage here. It's not looking great. Mortify. Well, that'll deal some damage. Well, I mean, it'll take out the Yorion. Honestly, it's probably one of the better matchups to draw Mortify in, just not at this board state where I'm just top decking. Passage. Sure. And Burglar Rat. So we pop off Mortify here. I'm playing from the top of my deck anyways, so these discard effects aren't great. Oh, he's going for a big mana investment at the Fenlurker. Putting me on a 2-turn clock. Seems fair. And I draw the Temple. No Trace, no ECD. Kudro doesn't do anything. Good game. Alright. Hand seems pretty good. Bunch of cheap interaction. Into Kudro. Hero would make it a lot better, but we're okay. Sure, let's get down the Demir land. Enable Thought Erasure a bit easier. Turn 1 Felt Collector. Oh, well. That is probably my best draw right now for the position I'm in. Harpooner. Opponent will be willing to trade the Pot Collector. Yep. No. Knowing I won't block, which they're right, I won't. Let's go for the Kudro. We'll put a lot more power and toughness on the board. And hero spawning 2/2s is a lot better than hero spawning 1/1s. Garrick's Uprising. Cool. No attacks though. And I mean, I'll attack. Let's go. Let's get aggressive. If I had drawn a land there, I'd be pretty happy. But we'll hold open either veto or tactics. That's why I wouldn't play anything else out. There's a Yorvo. No. If you can. Okay, so he'll draw a card for this Yorvo entering the battlefield. Nothing for combat. Okay. Let's exile the Yorvo. Get another 2/2. Alright. Play out the hero. Play out the Thought Erasure. Spawn a large mass of 2/2s. Okay, Gargaroth or Questing Beast. Let's drop off the Gargaroth Time Wipe. That's hilarious. Do I keep a Time Wipe? It's my only Time Wipe in the deck. The next turn he's slamming a Questing Beast, and I mean I'm taking 4. But after that I can probably stabilize, although I do think I take the Time Wipe. Oh, no, he gets a free block. Let's hold. Kudro and the army of 2/2s. Questing Beast will draw him a card. Bulk Collector, yeah. Grows the team. Giving everything trample, drawing a card. No attacks. Okay. Let's Atreus. That's a 4/3, so it blocks the Questing Beast. And he's going to have a decision to make. CTR, I'll take this. Yeah, I thought it might just be some land. That's fine by me. No attacks. Goose, sure. Get your ramp on, I guess. Hilariously, Oath of Kai would be pretty good. Maybe I do just attack with everything but the Atreus. How much is he taking? This is 12. 13, 14. I mean, and I guess we go with the Atreus. Let's go. We have Kudro's ability. What are your blocks? Sorry, I'm just deep in thought. We can use Kudro to... Okay, so these trade. See, the problem here is that... Well, the opponent concedes. But okay, let me just go through my thought process really quick. Can I get the view battle? Yeah, view battlefield thing. Okay, so my thought process here is I can start exiling some of these 2/2s to, like, let's say I pick this and this, or this one and this one. I can start exiling all his, or these two, and then these trade pretty nicely. Yeah, so I pop Kudro's ability, pick these two, exile this, pick these two, exile this. Both of these trade. This connects. Then we play a land for turn and hold open veto, and we're in a really good spot. Alright guys, and we are back. So I really enjoyed Esper Humans. It's a really fun archetype to play, although in all honesty it isn't the best deck out there. You have a really good aggro matchup with a fair bit of removal, like Dire Tactics, Oath, Mortify, the board wipes, or the board wipe, and the loss of life gain. in Late Guard Mage and Oath of Kaya, as well as hero generating a lot of blockers. It really does take over the mid game. Your 4-drops give you lots of value, along with the 5s. If you get a hero, everything else is just a free 1/1, and although that's not great, Kudro really makes that a lot better. Play the deck, test it out a bit. I play one copy of D-Spark, maybe could have veto for it because I lost the game to Nissa not having enough Planeswalker removal aside from ECD. And yeah, so in conclusion, really good against aggro, handles that really readily, but a lot worse against grindier, mid-range decks that have a lot more value, such as Teamer Adventures or Sultai and stuff like that. See everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. Deck list will be in the description down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.